space, but
yeah, it's a bit like squeeze on the small sofa, and then there's people you know, there's people you don't know.
Sudah?
Oh, sudah.
Oh, sudah. Okay.
Sudah. So you know this guy on my. I start by here, yeah. Yeah, you know this guy already. He was our guest for the second or third No Problem TV.
I thought like I'm the founder of this TV.
Yeah. I'm glad to introduce Dadang Pranoto. Hey, bro.
Hi.
You know this guy is the initiator of Pohon Tua Crematorium. Pohon Tua Crematorium. Maybe after he will talk what is it and blah blah. He's also co-founder of a very small and not really famous band in Indonesia. It's called, I forgot the name. What the hell? Small herb from the sea. Nirvana. Yeah, sorry, Nirvana. Oh man. Yeah. Yes, actually, it's like look like similar. Yeah.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. Yeah. You're from the singer, the lead guitar of Navikula. And they found that this amazing band with Robbie 23 years ago, and lots of things happened in their life also. And then if you guys know Dostoyevsky, which is one of my favorite writers, he said that art will save the world, and I believe that. And I believe also that you guys, we talk about that, like art and music can save the world, actually, especially in this troubled time.
Right.
Manja, which is not you.
hello.
Mark.
Yes.
I know you. Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Thanks to be our guest.
Of course.
So,
our pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Mark, James.
Yeah.
James is this one.
Yeah, James. It's yeah, exactly. That's why I point in the middle.
Actually, we're in Manja formation. Mark, Nick, James.
Mark, Nick, and James. Yeah. Mark, Nick, and James. About the band Manja. Can you talk a little bit about Manja?
Yeah, Manja are three dudes. This is us.
Yeah.
And we
Mark, James, and
Nick and James.
Nick and James.
Very,
very totally
Nick and James. And yeah, we're based
Sorry about
here.
that.
We're Indonesians. We grew up in Bali, and we are, planning to create something big and planning to just create some good music.
You're running after them?
Well, I don't know. Are we competing with Navikula?
No.
Kasihan
Navikula. Mereka lari di belakang.
Bali definitely has a lot of talent, and it's time to, next wave of Balinese musicians and creatives and artists. So.
And when did you create Manja?
Manja,
Mid 2017.
Yeah, mid 2017.
So like 4 years ago, right?
Three.
Yeah, we're still in 2022. Yeah.
This year, a lot of things happening this year.
Yeah. And the fucking year. Maybe we have to erase that year, like 2019, 2021, and forgot.
Yeah,
maybe
skip.
Maybe another shit will happen in 2021. We don't know what's going on, but
Well, yeah. So we've been together for 3 years, and we've.
And why did you create a band suddenly? How you guys met?
We met through we had a friend of mine.
I have also one friend.
Yeah.
Now we have two friends.
So we have two friends, yeah. That's amazing.
So we don't have many friends.
Small world, yeah.
One of them was this guy, and every summer he was in university at the time. Every summer he would come to Bali, and we would go to his house, and he'd say, "Oh, I have this other friend," and that would be James, because me and Nick are brothers. And then
seriously?
Yeah, we're brothers.
Oh.
So
same haircut.
We used to just hang around, and he said, "Oh, you guys play music? Why don't you start a band?" He was in Switzerland at the time. He went back to Switzerland, and then when he got back after a year, he's like, "So have you played music together?" And I said, "Oh, the last time I saw James was last year in this house." So he's like, "Man, it's been a year. Come on, do something together." So finally we made a group together. We started jamming at some places. One of them, just weekly gigs, just not thinking too far ahead, but then getting more experience, understanding the scene more, understanding music more. And then here we are now, 3 years later.
Yeah, make albums and stuff, and
album is coming thanks to this group here, Mas Dadang.
You're doing right now the promotion, right?
Yeah, we're doing the promotion.
So when your album will be released?
Well, the EP, the mini album, that's a...
Yeah, an album. Even it's
Maybe we can
it's an
zoom
album.
the camera on his face there.
Yeah. Mr. What's your name? I forgot. Dadang.
Mr. Hendrix.
Henry,
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix.
When their album will be released, more or less. Do you know?
I'll think about it.
You think about it, yeah. But the point is, like, I asked you the question, so it's not that the answer I was expecting.
No, actually, we have that kind of what you call it scenario.
Scenario, yeah.
Yeah,
Scenario.
yeah,
Scenario.
yeah. We have because like these three guys, it's crazy. I mean, like they have like a lot of ideas, and then I just have to put myself in the middle, you know. When James have the ideas, Nick, Mark, so. But the thing is, when everything's like done and ready to share to publics, so that's my job desk. You know? So this okay, yeah. So after this, you know, this situation about the condition, about the pandemic, so I have to keep it sedikit, you know,
a little bit
to keep these guys like more on fire.
Yeah.
Right. So we're just gonna release one songs. The title is one single.
It's actually one of the main problems in the industry of music and then industry of art. Actually, with this COVID, lots of festivals, lots of albums were cancelled, delayed, or like.
Yeah, but the thing is, when they're ready this year, when the pandemic's finished,
if
they're the most band ready.
If not when.
No, it's
okay.
It's finished. Yeah. Because I mean, like I have my friends who is working on to. Vaccine, so it's kidding. Yeah, but the things like when this is done, they're ready for create more and or do more crazy stuff with the songs. So we just gonna release one song, like called Rise.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good title actually in this time, yeah, bro. Means something, means a lot. And we'll talk about that after. But because we have one beautiful guest.
Yes, indeed.
Hello, how are you, lady?
Good, I'm good.
What's your name?
Ike.
She's the lead singer of a band called Sal and Kith.
Yeah, duo Sal and Kith.
Yeah. Congratulations for what you're doing. Last night at 2:00 in the morning, I listened your album on your songs on Spotify. Actually.
Yeah, I'm the producer as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm talking and I listening because in life we don't have to lie. So I don't want to lie. I didn't listen before your band, and I think you have a beautiful voice, and I love the tempo and everything, the spirit of your songs. So congratulations, and for ask them these guys, the Dalton brother, missing one. You know the Dalton brother?
No.
Lucky Luke.
Oh yeah.
The one is eating all the time. The one is like is sleeping all the time. Yeah. Tell me about your band. When did you create Sal and Kith?
It's
butuh mikrofon ya?
2017.
Mikrofon?
The end of 17. 2017.
2017.
Yeah.
You guys.
No. He is my manager.
He's your manager, but the
And
manager
also
can.
my husband.
Your husband. Oh yeah! Didn't know that. You keep that so secret, man. You wanna join us? Actually, the manager you can go after. He will invite you. And then on why the same question, and then how it's happened? How suddenly? I mean, it's difficult to create. I mean, you can play, you can be a good musician, but like to go and to start a band, it's something. So how did you get this idea? Which became naturally, or why, or what? Do you remember?
Yeah, a little bit. Can I speak bahasa?
Bisa bahasa Indonesia.
Okay. Gimana pertama kalinya ya?
That's your husband, not him.
No, James will be my translator.
Yang saya mengerti, mungkin untuk.
Okay.
Itu pertama kali kita Ardi is my partner of the Solen Kid Music. Dia datang ke rumah untuk mencari apa sih namanya vokalis untuk bandnya dia, dan ya aku menolak gitu sih. Aku nolak untuk jadi vokalis di band dia karena aku punya visi dan misi buat project baru yaitu Soul and Kith.
The project was the band.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Dan kita ya menyatukan persamaan jenis musik dan sebagainya. Sehingga ya itu.
And
Soul and Kith.
when you create, this is the question maybe I can ask to all of you. I know I already asked this question to Robbie, to you. When we create art like that, maybe you know Dostoyevsky. Dostoyevsky was a very famous writer, Russian writer who died in the last centuries in France, actually, if I remember. And he was an artist, a writer, and then he always said about, because this is also the meaning of this and the purpose of this live No Problem TV. Of the title is like how we can, is art like can be comparable and can be comparable to charity or humanity or human, like on the way helping people, If you guys, when you create something, when you play, when you write a song, did you have this idea in your mind to do something good for whatever you want, to change something for the change? Because Dostoyevsky say art will save the world one more time, and then coming from him is something. And yeah.
Maybe me on a personal level, I think when you create, I don't set out to create something with that in mind, like, oh, this will be something for changing the world. But as a person, as your views, if your views align with that idea, like me, myself, I do want to contribute something positive to the world in whatever it is I do. So whether, let's say I'm a painter or I'm a musician or I work in an office, if I'm already thinking like that, I think it'll come out in the work anyway, So I think it naturally comes out in the work you do. So one thing with another thing, at the end of the day, if you believe in it, I think people will see it, in your art or in the way
You think the same?
Maybe specifically for us, like singers, when we write lyrics, also there's no other platform to take inspiration from there than our own life experiences, and like when you write lyrics, you can't hide from the fact that you're trying to speak for a lot of people as well. So actually, when we write songs and stuff, you can try and find an insight to what you're trying to say, and you can try and make that insight speak to a lot of people as well. That always comes in the back of the mind.
Right, when you wrote a song, you wrote it all together, or?
Yeah. Usually,
for the most part.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're not tempted to speak for yourself as a singer, like to use, because actually, singing a song is like a politician's speech, politics on the stage, and then he spread his shit to the world. Usually it's shit, it's shit. And then, usually, And that's why, by the way, all the time when a politician make a speech on stage, and whether it's on a trial, whatever, on campaign, there is always a singer to sing something beside of it, or between two speech, and then mainly people, they always remind the singer, but not the politician talking about the words of the politician. So my question is like, you're not tempted to be, as a singer, to talk about what you think as personal. And because a band is like, you have to do compromise,
Well, I think in terms of lyrics, like in terms of being a singer, I think it's important to, okay, obviously you're writing your own experiences, right? But it is, I think, important to also keep in mind that we're not the only ones experiencing the experiences that we've already experienced, So if we can somehow translate what we think and the insights that we've had through our life experiences, so that other people can also understand that, then being honest with the lyrics, like Mark said, if that's what you're thinking, then that's what will come up, I think, And hopefully a lot of people, hopefully it'll be universal.
Dan siapa tahu itu juga curahan hati dari orang lain juga, bisa masuk dari lirik kita gitu.
Yeah, exactly.
And you feel some restrictions sometimes. You guys are Indonesian. in Indonesia, talking about things like sensitive things, like Navikula is talking very often, like another one, like Sid, and then singing and talking about sensitive topics. Is that something you feel close to, or you just don't want?
But maybe exactly. What I was going to say is maybe if, like at the moment, we are only speaking to our own fan base, which is not very much, So maybe when the time comes, that we are being listened to by a lot of people, then maybe you can make some bigger changes. Like Navikula, whatever Navikula says or Dialog Dini Hari says, millions of people in Indonesia are listening, and I think that's a privilege and also a responsibility to hold. So whatever you say, a lot of people will listen to. But at the moment, for us, we've just started. We're just trying to put out what we think life is.
Yeah, but this is not for this reason. This is not because Navikula or Dialog Dini Hari has a lot of listener, a lot of crowd, a lot of people who buy albums or listen to their music, that they go further in terms of to put like hard words or to find something. You do that even. I mean, another example, you can sing something alone in your shower against the politics, against the government, against whatever you want. You don't need to have a huge crowd to express what you want.
Yeah, that's true.
Of course. Yeah.
This is my opinion. Yeah. And what you put in your, I know you put your art in your lyrics, but what you put more, even like some ideology, something different, something you want to fight for.
No, it's just
Bahasa Indonesia aja.
Ya, oke. Itu semua lirik-lirik itu sesuai sama kejadian tentang teman-teman, kehidupan lain di luar kita, kayak selain manusia. Jadi kita bisa menempatkan diri sebagai makhluk lainnya seperti itu. Jadi kita masukkan ke dalam lirik kita. Jadi bukan cuma politik.
Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can talk. It's not like sensitive topics. It's not only about politics.
Yeah, true.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can touch the emotion of the listener.
Human rights. When talking about freedom to express yourself, I mean you can.
Yeah, but you can do like that because we will end up in jail.
Konspirasi, bro. We have a song about that, right?
Well, I mean, look, sure. There are a lot of really targeted points in lyrics, of course. But I think in terms of Manja at the moment, we're just writing about how, like, we can. A lot of the songs are to do with how much we learn and how much we change throughout the years, especially us in our 20s thing, and which is a really crucial part of human development. In the 20s, you really, set your ground for everything else that comes afterwards. And so a lot of our lyrics are to do with change within ourselves personally, and hopefully it'll translate to other people as well, because you can change the world by saying some ideologies, but also you can change the world by really speaking to a person and really making sure that person knows what that person wants. So more individually, I think.
Yeah, one drop in the ocean.
One drop. Exactly.
Oh, it's so cool.
Okay.
But it's difficult to me. For me, it's difficult to understand. I'm from a country where the freedoms we are free to speak, and when you do an art, even you're a painter, you did beautiful paintings.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you so much.
But you're free to express whatever you want. Usually, when you paint, right, you can paint whatever you want, more or less. There is just few symbols. You're not allowed to the Nazi cross or whatever, stuff like that. Yeah. But you can do whatever you want. In photography, you can take a picture of whatever you want. I agree. Like lots of people. Yeah. Kill people, it's a picture, and then you can have a Pulitzer Prize for this picture, which is an horrible picture, because you can see a policeman who kills someone. And then for me it's difficult to understand why the music, in terms of power, is above all of this. Why we are not free to sing and to write lyrics about whatever we want. Yeah. It's difficult. I want to say in Europe there's few bands, and they got some big problem because they complain about the police, but they were fucking really hard, man, you know.
Actually,
But they're still free, and on stage, thousands of people, 10,000 of people, and now they're 60, and then a huge crowd. And
Yeah.
but yes, possible. And why? I mean, this makes me like very sad actually, because we are here to talk, you're gonna fight about something, about just please fight. Why did you? Why there is such kind of difference between art? Yeah.
you talk about it, Mark, or
For you, I mean, it's kind of tricky question. I don't have the answer. Why lyrics, why words has more power than painting from Adebayo, for example? It's hard
Okay.
in his painting.
so like according but our experience, I mean, like in Navicula, but the thing talk about many crazy movement in Indonesia. So actually, it's easy for being an artist in Indonesia, because like Indonesia they have crazy 1,000 or maybe millions problems, and you can put it in the lyrics actually. But the thing is still like when people talk, like me and with Navicula, is like we just share the information, you know, which is like some people cannot get into it about the problems. Like we talk about orangutan. Actually, why you guys talk about the orangutan? No, we don't talk about the orangutan. We talk about the habitat. We talk about the ecosystems. We talk about the deforestation, you know. But the forest. But the icon is orangutan, you know. So when people see the title about the orangutan, they think more. So I mean, like I'm really appreciate people when people singing like straightforward about what happened today, you know. But it's not easy here, because like in Riza you cannot talk shit, you know, or maybe like
Well, you can.
of course you can. Me, like I'm totally fucked up about everything, about talk shit in the social media, everything, you know. But when this music with the melody and the lyrics like more powerful, why they really scared about this one? Because music is like mantra, you know. It's like when you speaks loud and repeat it, it's like mantra, like when you pray with your God. So it will come to like into deep in the inside your you know heart, and tiba-tiba like, oh wow, this is true what Robbie said in Navicula, like about mafia hukum, you know. It's totally true. So the thing is, this music is crazy movement actually. So what happened today in Bali, but during in jail, because like this crazy musician actually, you know. So that's according about what he said in social media. But the thing is like, but the lyrics, Superman is that like totally movement, same like Navicula did, you know. So this maybe more scary lyrics, you know, because like music can come like crazy, attack your unconscious, you know?
Yeah, this is the only art actually who makes moving people like 40, 60,000 people in one stage.
Yeah, you can see like how like Vietnam War stopped by John Lennon, you know. There's only one John Lennon. You know? That's why.
And you remember the comedy, the movie, the musical comedy Hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About racism.
Yeah, and then pacifism actually also. The guy don't want to go in and then and friendship. Fuck man. He gave his life for his friend, you know.
So that's why I talked with this my good friends,
but you know,
because like the lyrics must be the crazy one, the dangerous one.
I understand.
When you talk shit, people will follow you. When you talk good, when you give something about information, but something good, they will follow you.
Well, of course.
Yeah. So that's
And if you have the power to get elected to be a mayor or a president as a superstar, a musical star, blah, 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 you can have lots.
Because like getting famous is bonus, compliments.
Sure. Yeah.
But the thing is like James said about it's about our opinion about what you call it, social sensitivitas, you know.
Yeah.
I'm always called this topic about sensitivity social. When James said like, oh, there's a problem here in the next verse, like, okay, I want to put it in songs, because like if I didn't put it in song, people will not notice at all. You know, so he put it.
What do you guys think about that? What about what's your name? Dadang said.
About social sensitivity.
Yeah, social sensitivity, about freedom to speak and to sing whatever you want to sing. Actually, this is ridiculous to talk about that, in my opinion, because we should be free to talk.
Yeah. No, that's true.
This is fucking.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to talk?
Oh yeah.
I just say I agree.
Okay, you turn.
Yeah, no, for sure. But the freedom, you know, back to what you were saying about why music is more censored compared to other forms of art. You know, it's the most accessible form of art. You know, you can be working and listening to music. You can be, you know, doing your day-to-day activities and still listen to music. Whereas with other forms of art, you need to spend your time to actually appreciate that form of art. You know, so and I think music is a form of art where you can actually be more direct about, you know, NWA saying "F the police." You can't interpret that any other way than "F the police."
Yes, you can in Indonesia. Beep, beep.
Peep the peep. Yeah.
When you watch a movie on TV on all fuck,
Yeah, of course. But I guess that's why I guess is, you know, why people are scared of music, especially these movements. You know. Yeah.
It's gonna react like what you said about orangutan. For me it's the easiest way to don't talk about the main topic.
Yeah.
We talk orangutan because orangutan is very cute, but we should talk about these fucking guys who make fucking money by making fucking furniture for the gardens.
Palm oil everywhere.
Extra. Yeah. But this is sensitive actually, so it's easier to talk about a sweet animal.
Yeah.
I've seen many orangutan actually.
Because for me, like
not that sweet actually.
But
it's interesting because the way we manipulate the information, we just talk about the orangutan because this is the final consequence. Yeah. The orangutans, but actually not. People also like in Kalimantan, in Malaysian, how the tribes. The Swiss Bruno Menzer was killed by. Maybe you know Bruno Menzer. Remember the guy? He's looking like John Lennon was killed by, or Indonesian or Malaysian government. We don't really know. Because he was trying to save the forest, the raining forest in Indonesia, in Malaysian part. And then it's easy to talk about orangutan because, but we should talk about companies who makes billions of money. We should talk about the contract. Like that Indonesian government signed decades ago without any terms. So it means people actually are still cutting the tree, even there is no order to buy the trees and the wood. And then the wood is like, I've been in Borneo, like gunung, thousands cubic of thick wood, jati, it's on the river, nothing happened. But
so that's why, like, when we said about the sensitivity about the social issue, us as a musician, we just want to put the triggers. Trigger, right? So when people more, what call it, like give the attention what we talk about, and like now James talk about the humanity now, you know, how to make like and I still like humanity but more dark, you know. She talk about how to plants. How to make what you call it growing the plants in your house. Actually, this is about the what you call it no I don't know.
Sustainability.
Yes, kind of. But actually more we can see like when the countries like have no free land for the forest or plant something, that's mean fucked up. So when she start plant something at home, that's mean there is no free lands in the between. You know? So this is this cool angle, like, you know.
You have to deal with yourself.
Sorry?
Yeah, just to deal with
make a greater change, you gotta change yourself.
I mean, because there is no other choice actually. If you cannot count on the government or the whatever.
Of course, exactly, yeah.
And then so if you don't want to get sick because the government don't supply you insurance, so you have to try to be healthier by yourself. And then you have to buy your drugs by yourself, and then to make your plan to make grow vegetables by yourself, because the price increase everywhere, etc., etc. So yeah, no place for help.
Yeah.
And means we reduce your field of activity on only us actually. We experienced that with Kawan IU, and then
Yeah, I know that.
you know the garden. It's we.
So that's happened to you as well, right?
Yeah, it's happened to us actually, and then it's a great initiative from her, which is also my wife.
Congratulations.
And then we have a piece of land, and then we had before another plan about this land, and we don't have house. We just rent a house. We wanted to okay, and then we said okay, no, I mean, just open our mind. We open our mind and we decide to grow something. Actually, she decided that, and then it's just amazing to see her, but not her as IU, but her as a human, interact with what she put on the land, like a seed growing, and the proudness of a human being seeing something grow, a plant, corn or tomato. No, there is no tomato actually, but like beans or whatever. It's just like pumpkin or whatever. It's amazing.
Yeah, sorry. I just realized, we were talking about hair before.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Hairspray. I was thinking of the musical Hairspray.
No.
Which is embarrassing for me because I've seen Hairspray and I like it. Well, the newer version of Hairspray.
But actually, the musical comedy stay on Broadway. Which is the longest running still since 30 years or something. Hairspray. Hairspray. No, hair.
Right.
At 7, guys, we are going to you guys are going to sing a song or to do something like an interlude, and then after we're going to talk about what's going to happen the 12th for you, and then what is linked with Pohon Tua Creatorium also, and how we can interact in the future to change something, and then talking about you guys, how you guys are involved in the Kawan Baik project. Kawan Baik is it's us, but it's all of us. We all good friends. So thank you. You wanna guys sing a song, or you be ready to do something?
Yeah.
You're gonna talk, and then we will show you some movies, etc. And then if you guys want to interact, please.
Okay. Right, get there.